Hello viewers, welcome to our channel English Tube. In this video, we will write an amazing and beautiful script for Teachers' Day celebration in your school or college or any other organization. This script is for 2 anchors, however, a single anchor can also follow this script. I have written this script according to a tentative program schedule, however, you can modify it according to your program schedule. My program schedule will be first opening, then the introduction of the guest or guests, next will be lamp lighting, next welcome song, after this the felicitation of the teachers, next would be principal sir's or madam's speech, next would be the guest's speech, next will be the cultural program, next vote of thanks, and finally the conclusion. For the PDF of this script or customized script, you can check the description box for details. Now let's get started with the video. First is opening. First anchor will say, guiding hands that light the skies with patient hearts and caring eyes. The second anchor will say, they shape our dreams with gentle art. A teacher's wisdom fills every heart. First anchor will say, good morning everyone. Respected chief guest, honorable principal sir or madam, esteemed teachers and my fellow students. Second anchor will say, today we come together to celebrate a very special occasion. Teachers' Day. First anchor will say, I, then the first anchor will say his or her name, and my co-anchor, then he or she will mention the name of his or her co-anchor. Welcome you all to the Teachers' Day celebration of our school. Here you can also say to the Teachers' Day celebration of your college or organization name. The second anchor will say, Teachers' Day is celebrated every year on the 5th of September. Which is the birth anniversary of Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. A great teacher, philosopher, and the second president of India. First anchor will say, it is an opportunity for all of us to thank the teachers who patiently and wisely lead us. The second anchor will say, let's honor their devotion and contribution on this day. Next part would be the introduction of the guest or guests. First anchor will say, "It is my pleasure to introduce our special guest for today's program." The second anchor will say, "We are truly blessed to have with us." Say the name of your guest along with his or her designation. You can also add some point from his or her biography. After this, the first anchor will say, "On behalf of the entire school, we welcome you, sir or ma'am." The second anchor will say, "Your presence has added grace and dignity to this occasion." Likewise, if there are multiple guests for your program, you can introduce one by one according to the hierarchy. First, you will introduce the chief guest, then the guest of honor, and so on. Next part would be the lamp lighting. First anchor will say, "Light is a symbol of wisdom, knowledge, and hope." To mark the auspicious beginning of today's program, let us invite our principal sir or madam and our esteemed guest or guests for the ceremonial lamp lighting. Second anchor will say, "May this flame guide us." Always towards truth, knowledge, and enlightenment. After the lamp lighting, first anchor will say, "Thank you to our dignitaries for lighting the lamp of wisdom." Second anchor will say, "Let the rest of our program be motivated by the light of this flame." Next would be the welcome song. First anchor will say, "Where words fail, music speaks." What better way to welcome our beloved teachers than through the dialectal of music? Second anchor will say, "Dear audience, our students are here with the welcome song." First anchor will say, "Let us greet them with a huge round of applause." Then the students will come up the stage for performing the welcome song, and after the performance, the second anchor will say, "Thank you, dear students, for such a sweet musical tribute." First anchor will say, "That was indeed the perfect expression of our deep gratitude and love for our teachers." Next part would be the felicitation of the teachers. The second anchor will say, "They write in our hearts, not just in books." With gentle words and patient looks. First anchor will say, "The lessons they teach, the care they give." Shape the lives we proudly live. Second anchor will say, "The true architects of our nation are our teachers." To honor them, I request our principal, sir or madam, and honorable guest to felicitate our esteemed teachers with flowers and souvenirs as a token of appreciation. Then you have to call out the name of the teachers who are supposed to be felicitated according to their seniority. That means the senior teachers are to be called first, then followed by the junior teachers. In between, you can ask the audience to give a huge round of applause. After the felicitation, the first anchor will say, "Thank you, sir or madam. Dear teachers, this is just a token of our gratitude." Second anchor will say, "The true gift is the love and respect we will always have in our hearts for you." Next would be the principal's speech. First anchor will say, "Motivating others to dream bigger, learn more, and become more is the art of leadership." Second anchor will say, now it's time to hear from the leader who is the guiding energy of our school. First anchor will say, with great respect, I invite our principal sir or madam. Here, say the name of your principal sir or madam to share his or her thoughts on this special day. After the principal sir or madam delivers his or her speech, second anchor will say, thank you, sir or ma'am. Your ideas will undoubtedly serve as our compass for navigating through our lives. Here you can also add some of the points from Principal Sir or Madam's speech that was the highlight of their speech. Next would be the guest or guest's speech. First anchor will say, now we can't wait to hear from our guest. Here mention the name of your guest whose very existence inspires us all. Second anchor will say, it is with great honor that I ask our esteemed guest to address today's gathering. After the guest has delivered his or her speech, first anchor will say, thank you to our guest for sharing such motivating thoughts. Second anchor will say, your message was truly a blessing and a guide for all of us. Here, you can also add some of the lines from the guest's speech as a highlight. Next would be the cultural program. First anchor will say, now we move to the most awaited segment, an enchanting cultural program by our talented students. Second anchor will say, yes, it's time to celebrate through colors of art, dance, music, and drama. First anchor will say, the student have prepared a vibrant cultural program as a tribute to our teachers. Second anchor will say, let us sit back, enjoy and cheer our performers. After this, any of the anchors can announce each performance one by one. thanking each before introducing the next performance. The next segment would be the vote of thanks. First anchor will say, "Gratitude is the fairest blossom that springs from the soul." Second anchor will say, "Now, may I invite our student representative," here mention the name and class of the student representative, "to deliver the vote of thanks." The final segment would be the conclusion. First anchor will say, "Thank you all for being part of this beautiful celebration." Second anchor will say, "Thank you once again to everyone who contributed to the success of this program." First anchor will say, "With this, we conclude our Teachers' Day celebration." Second anchor will say, "Wishing all our teachers a very happy Teachers' Day." Now, both the anchors together will say, "Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead."